Bonita's Kitchen. What I'm going to be making for you today is Newfoundland date squares. Newfoundland date squares are traditionally made at Christmas time. I'm going to show a few of the ingredients that we'll be using. We're going to be using dates. You can get them fresh dates or you can get them in packages. We're going to use vanilla, unsalted butter, unsweetened coconut, brown sugar, roll oats and flour, and of course our water. We'll get started first with the filling. Okay, so we're just going to cut open the filling. Scissors. Package, and this is pitted dates. And of course the dates, they package them up really good. So we're going to cut them in half first. Okay, so let's continue cutting the dates. You cut them in little chunks. We're going to put it into a pot and then we're going to start to boil. As you can see, there's big chunks. We don't need that big of chunks, so just break it up. After you cut it in pieces, it's really hard to work with, but it condenses down quite well. So that's a pack of dates, which is 500 mils, is equal to 18 ounces. 2 cups of water, because we want to boil down the dates. Garbage to the side. We're going to do 2 tablespoonfuls of butter for the filling. So that's 1, 2. We're also going to need 3 tablespoonfuls of brown sugar. So that's 1, 2, 3. Let's put that to the side. So we're going to take this over now and start our boil. And we'll boil it for about 15 minutes. And then you want to stir it as you're boiling it. Okay, now we'll start the boiling on our dates. So you put it on medium heat. We're also going to add 1.5 tablespoonfuls of vanilla, and this will be added before, while it's boiling. So you don't need to cover your pot, just leave it open and let it boil for about 15 minutes and stir occasionally, and then I'll show you the next step. Thanks. Okay, while we're waiting for our dates to boil down, we're going to add 2 cups of oats, roll oats. It don't have to be quick oats. 2 tablespoonfuls of baking powder, a cup of unsweetened coconut. This is a cup. This is 2 cups. 2 cups of flour. Be grated or non-grated, and 1 cup of brown sugar. Add all of those ingredients in. Now we're going to take 1.5 cups of unsalted butter, and it got cups right on your packaging. So right now this is a cup, so we're going to have 1.5 cups for this. Cut it, and what you're going to need to do, you know, preferably if you got cold butter, because it works easier. So cut this into cubes. Don't have to be even cubes. Just enough so it's easier to work with. And the same on this side. Okay, let's add this to our mixture. I'm going to bring it closer to me. So now what we're going to do is work all of this together. You can use it with both ends or just one. I like using one end because I like to be able to move my bowl around. So this is your base. This is your crust for your date squares. And the dates would be our filling. So that's right now still boiling. So we just keep mixing this together. It takes about 3 to 4 minutes to get it all mix together and come together nicely. You want it nice and moist so that it can fit down into the pan. Okay, so now that we got this done, we're going to go over and check on our filling. Okay, I think our dates are ready now. It's all done. So I'm going to turn off the pot and I'm going to take this over now to the counter and we're going to start putting it in our pan to make big squares. Follow me. Okay, so we got our dates all done and our filling is ready to go. As you can see, it's nice and incorporated. This is a 9 by 13 inch pan and this one is 11 by 7. So I'm going to start, I already pre-greased the pan. I'm going to layer some filling on the bottom. You don't have to have it thick. You can, share it up to make the two pans, or you can do it all in one pan. It doesn't matter. So when you put the filling in, just lightly, maybe a quarter of an inch. That's enough. Or a third of an inch. You don't need it very thick. And some people does a half, but I don't think you need that much. And just flatten it down. Just take your filling and put a couple of nice helpings down first and gently spread it out. And again, even with the filling, if you want a little thicker, you can either go a third of an inch or you can go half or a quarter. Take a little bit more. I don't want a lot because you only need a small amount for your square. As you can see, that's good. Now we're going to take our topping. Just sprinkle it over. And this time we're not going to pat it down. We're just going to sprinkle it nice and even. I think we may have enough to do the second one. So what you're going to do after this is done, you put it in the oven for on 350, preheated oven on 350 degrees for about 20 minutes to an half an hour. You'll see that it's golden brown depending on your oven. And then take it out and let it cool before cutting. And I'll show you that step as we go. Okay, so now we got 2 pans of date squares done. We're going to put it in the oven. Remember, preheated oven, 350 degrees of heat for 20 minutes to a half an hour, depending on your oven. But after that, when I take it out and we'll let it cool, I'll cut it and let you see what it's like inside. Okay, I think the 20 minutes is up on our dates. We're going to take them out. They look delicious. So grab my cocktail. There's the small container. So I'm going to let it cool now for about 15 minutes. Then I'll cut it and I'll show you what it looks like inside. Okay, so now that it's nice and cold, I'm going to show you how to cut them. So I'm using a pizza cutting knife. You can use a regular knife or a cookie cutter. I'm just using this one because it just rolls nicely. So you make even cuts right down and you continue doing this until you got it all completed. Use a spatula to lightly take it away from the sides, because sometimes it got a tendency of sticking to the sides. And then when it's cool, totally cool, you can scoop them out and they make nice little squares. And this is 3 that I've taken from the previous one. Filling is nice, it's delicious, the right size. So now I'm going to pour myself a cup of tea. have a date square and enjoy this. I hope this recipe is helpful to you and to your family. Enjoy it and make it for your Christmas cookie treats. And you have a wonderful day, and thank you for joining me at Bonita's Kitchen.